in Zaytown with Zaytoven.
Yep.
Just dropped the Trap or Die 2 song with Jeezy today. Came out today at 1:03 p.m. Explain that record and how it came to be.
Really, man, the Travel Dot 2, I heard it for the first time today, so when everybody else heard it, it's like really my first time hearing it. I hooked up with Jeezy probably like a while ago. You know, we hooked up a long time ago when we did Icy, but here not too long ago he reached back out to me. You know what I mean? So I met up with him. You know what I mean? We chopped it up, gave him a couple of beats to play with, and then you know he let me know one of the beats he was really feeling, and you know I guess he done something to it. And then like maybe a couple of days ago, he like, man, I want you to hear the record. You know, it sound good. It's hard. So, you know what I mean? I ain't never really get the chance to hear it. You know, we ain't never get a chance to get together. But he told me like, hey man, this record, the truth, I'm finna go with it. So I was like, I can't wait to hear it. And then, you know what I mean, to the day, everybody saying, man, they didn't put the record been blasted out. Everybody going crazy on it. So, you know, I went and found a way to get it, and I heard it. And then, like he said, it is the truth.
Everybody knows that you came up as Gucci's producer, basically. So there's a lot of questions about why would you do a record with Jeezy, or like what's the situation behind that. How would you explain that as far as like why you would choose to do a record with Jeezy with the situation at hand?
Well, you know, even from, you know, back doing Icy, I always wanted to work with, you know, Young Jeezy. So, you know, a lot of things happened in between then why we couldn't work together, and why he probably really didn't want to work with me and I ain't really work with him. I always wanted to work with him, you know what I mean? I didn't never have a problem with him, and then I know him and Gucci had, you know, their issues and everything. So, me, you know what I mean, him coming at me, you know what I mean, want to work with me, I felt like it was an opportunity, you know what I mean, me trying to get my career going, you know what I mean, do the biggest things I can, do much as I can, work with everybody I can, because, you know, that's what I do music. I'm not an artist, really. I produce music. I produce, you know what I mean, the artists that rap. So, of course, I want my material to get with all the guys in the game. Young Jeezy is a platinum artist, so I would love to be a part of what he's doing. You know what I mean? Just as well like I work with Gucci. I've been working with Gucci from day one. Me and Gucci kind of created the sound that we have together. So I'm always, you know, that's my guy, that's my buddy. You know what I mean? I'm always working with Gucci, and there's not no issues in between. You know what I mean? That why if I'm working with Gucci, I can't work with, you know what I mean, Young Jeezy. You know, we our own people. I'm my own man. Gucci man, his own man. He worked with all the other producers in Atlanta. He might work with, you know, a producer that produced for, you know what I mean, that produced a lot of records for Young Jeezy, which is cool. You know what I mean? We mixing up the sound. We trying to get the fans, you know what I mean, what they want, give them something new, keep this music thing moving. So that's the reason I did the record.
So what else do you have in the works with Gucci? Are you working on the album?
Yeah, I think the song that we got for his album is already complete. We went in on a couple of songs for, you know, the new mixtapes he got out, like he just did the Bird Print. He got a new one with Scream coming out. We just did like 3, 4. But I think the ones that we got for the album is already done. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. You know, the classic Zaytoven and Gucci Man sound. You know how that go. But, you know, I don't know. We might be still working. You know what I mean? It might be some room left to get another one in.
What about the big Usher record that's out right now, Papers? That's different for you.
That's the biggest thing, you know, that didn't happen for me, really. You know what I mean? As far as getting over into a different light, you know what I mean, being looked at as a producer that does R&B. You know, everybody looked at me for doing hip-hop and rap. Now that I did the Usher record, you know what I mean, a lot of more doors is open. People look at me at a different light. I know a lot of people like, man, his stuff sound alike. They all sound the same and stuff like that. It's just that's what, you know, people wanted from me, and that's what I've been doing for the last however long, and that's the sound that people wanted. You know what I mean? But I can do the other stuff, as you can see, the Usher record. I can do that other stuff, and I'm very good at that, and that's what I will be doing, you know, a lot more of. I will continue to still do my rap, you know, my rap music with, you know, with the rappers from, you know what I mean, out here and from everywhere, and I will also be doing my R&B thing.
I think we're looking at you right when you're right on the brink of becoming that big super producer mogul. I think right now is that moment. When people look at this interview, like a year from now or 2 years from now, what do you want them to know about the grind that it took you to get to where you're at right now?
Man, it's a day in, day out thing. You know what I mean? If you're a producer, if you're an artist, anybody in this music game, it's something that, you know what I mean, it's like it's no sleep. It's like all gas, no breaks.